Hello, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. How are you all? We'll be doing good, hopefully. Today is our fifth lecture in speaking subtest of the IELTS, and today we're going to talk about grammar and accuracy because we've been having a view, or rather a view of the examiner's criterion of assessment, and we have found different things for different factors, and one of them is grammar and accuracy today. So we'll be talking about grammar and accuracy in this lecture, online lecture. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe it, and I'm very highly obliged because students are taking a lot of interest and they are asking some questions. I'm just answering all of the queries online, and so thank you for being in touch. This actually module, or this grammar portion, or this grammar factor focuses on the accurate application of the grammatical rules. No mistakes, no blunders, no errors should be there. Simple, straightforward, right sentence with the right structure should be framed by the student when he is appearing in the IELTS, when he is a test taker there in front of the examiner. And the first important thing, he should not be contented with the structure with the examiner has asked him with. For example, if he asks the question in the present tense, the test taker or the student, the candidate should not be answering only in the present tense. He should be using variety of tenses. So he wants to come to know that, do you know about a big range of sentence structures? Are you content with only one or two major tense structures? For example, if he asks you, what kind of weather do you like? You can answer, sir, I like scorching weather. Last week it was very good, and tomorrow maybe sunny, or maybe it'll be rainy tomorrow, rainy weather. So you have used along with the present, past and future as well. So multiplicity of the structures, variety of structures can help you out in scoring higher band scores. As far as some other highly important things are related in giving you the good band score, those are, for example, you must also use comparative structures and variety of conditional structures. Modal auxiliary verbs should be used, and perfect tenses, the use of variety of future tenses, and then passive structures should also be used, and complex and compound sentences should be used. Now, when it comes to using these multiple kind of structures, you got to know about the rules and regulations. And I always tell my students, it's not here that you come to learn language. You come to know about a bit about the tips and techniques of IELTS and do a bit of test practice here as well. So 90% of the students have done IELTS before coming to our institute. Only 10% of it is done or covered by the examiner, by the teacher here. It means that the student must have a good background of English. They must know about variety of structures, know about grammar, how to make sentences, how to make complex sentences, compound sentences. Complex and compound sentences actually will look to be very difficult from its sound, but they are simply compound and complex sentences which have more than one clauses. Compound sentences actually have got, they are combined along with the linkers like but, and so on and so forth. And as far as complex sentences are concerned, actually they have got also more than two clauses. One is a principal clause, the other one is a subordinate clause. Same is the case with the compound sentences. It's not necessary that they should be having only two clauses. One is always a main clause or a principal clause, and there may be more than one, two, three, four, five subordinate clauses. And complex sentences normally are put together or combined along with a comma, colon, semicolon. So they are important in giving impression to the examiner that you know about variety of language. And then comparative sentences, for example, in which you use normally, as much and more than. So I can't give all the examples here. I'm just giving you some indications. And then there are some modal auxiliary verbs which should be used. For example, should be, should have been, would be, would have been, must be, must have been, and may be, might be, might have been, and so on and so forth. There are, and has to, have to, had to, and will have to. These structures should be used making the sentences in your IELTS module of the test. And as far as perfect tenses are concerned, present perfect, past perfect, future perfect, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, and future perfect continuous. It means that you must be knowing about the basics of sentences, all the tenses, 12 active voice and passive voice tenses. There are 9 or 8 sometimes. So all these 21 structures primarily are important in giving impression to the examiner that you know a variety of sentence structures. Then something about conditional sentences, and there are 4 different types of conditional sentences. One is a 0 type of conditional, first type of conditional, second type of conditional, and third type of conditional. So you can't use all these types of conditional simultaneously in your IELTS module, IELTS speaking test, but some of them should be used. And again, you must need to know about these conditional sentences before going to the examination, before appearing in the speaking subtest. And then about, future in different types. For example, sometimes by using present continuous tense, you give an impression of the future, but when you use the future clause at the end of the sentence. And for example, I'm moving to Australia next year. I am moving, it seems as if it's a present continuous tense, but it gives the meaning of the future. And then going to, the use of going to, first form, it also gives a meaning of the future tense. And then future indefinite, simply it gives the future meaning as at the same time. So if you apply different kinds of structures, and there is a multiplicity and a variety of structures being used in your speaking subtest, definitely you are going to carry the day. You will be scoring IELTS with flying colors. I mean, when I say flying colors means 7 plus, 7 above. Lots of students actually are hoping to get 7. It's a magical IELTS band score, and students can get, if they provided that English is good, when they come to our institute for doing this course. Wish you all the very best of luck. God bless you all. I hope you would have understood. I don't say you would have thoroughly understood, because you need to know about the grammar rules at home, or the teacher need to make you understand what are the grammar rules all about, and you need to have a lot of practice at home. So I just meant to give you the indicators which are commonly considered by the examiner while giving you the band score in speaking subtest. Today it was a topic of grammar and accuracy. So next time we'll appear with another topic, and till then, thank you very much indeed, and don't forget to subscribe our channel, Genius Institute Lahore. God bless you all. Thank you very much indeed. Bye bye.